Good morning, Wednesday morning, heading now to Serona for several meetings, many of which I'm not sure are allowed to be spoken about. So I'm not sure which are confidential, which I'm allowed to talk about. So whatever I can get on camera, I will. Whatever I can't, I won't. After that, heading to I-24 later to talk about tech news. So it's going to be a pretty geeky day, and hopefully I'll get some of it on camera. In other news, I mentioned on social, Facebook, Twitter, those guys, that I am looking to up this vlog, up our game. And for that, we need, when I say we, I mean Joseph and I, we need a sponsor/partner for the vlog. So if you are interested, I will share the link in the description below. And definitely looking for the right partner for this thing, as it's grown to be quite a beast. All right, let's do this. To Tel Aviv bright and early and got parking. Heading to Serona now. Beautiful morning here in Tel Aviv. This is a very interesting meeting I'm about to have for a whole bunch of reasons. Number one, I've never had such intense beard envy in my life. This man. How long do we know each other?
Since we're young children.
It's true. You were a little bit of a different guy back then.
It's probably mostly the same, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you just look serious?
No, I looked serious then also.
Oh, okay. That's true.
Rewriting history.
Okay, so let's start from the beginning. Who are you? Who's your dad? What's your background? What's your story? Where do we know each other from? And then we'll get to today.
My name is Michael Mishi Jonas. I grew up, born and raised in Riverdale, New York.
Where I went to school. Yeah.
Where your father was the principal of my elementary school. Rabbi Fold. I still have nightmares.
Oh no!
Yeah.
He's watching that.
Yeah. It was a great childhood. My father was one of the first early entrepreneurs that I know of. He started his business in college. He built it into a multi-billion-dollar company over the course of a number of years. He's had a number of successful exits, from inventing voice-over IP to selling broadband technology to recently selling bandwidth in the United States.
Wait, so Mishi, let me just stop you for 1 second, because you clearly, had to tell your story many times over the years. So for you to say my dad invented voice-over IP is somewhat of a normal statement. Do you understand what that means? Voice-over IP, as in all of the technology that we now use to communicate, whether it's FaceTime, Skype, Messenger, all of those guys, his dad invented it.
Yep.
That's wild.
We still have the IP for it.
What was it called?
Netphone.
Wow. Okay.
Netphone, developed in New York. The first phone call ever was made between Alexander Graham Bell's great-granddaughter, and Thomas Edison's great-granddaughter.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it was...
Seriously?
Yeah.
How did I never hear that story? That's awesome.
Yeah, it's publicity.
Okay, so your dad's Howard Jonas. I mean, just Google the guy. How many ventures has your dad had?
At least 20 that are ongoing. How many has he had historically? It's hard to say.
Like before IDT, he had 1,000 ideas. Like that he, kind of.
Most of them are still ongoing. Before IDT, he had a brochure distribution company, which is now the largest brochure distribution company on the East Coast of the United States.
Your dad doesn't do anything halfway, does he?
No.
Okay, fine. So now, what's he doing now?
Now he is involved.
What do you think he's doing now?
He's involved in a new company called Revolves that he's put together, and they recently spun off from IDT. They're now their own publicly traded company, and they're looking to cure cancer.
Cure cancer, because he can't take on small missions. He has to cure cancer. So if anybody can do it, Howard Jonas can. So that's your dad. Enough about your dad.
With God's help.
Yes, with God's help. Okay, so we went to camp together like 25 years ago, I want to say. Is that true?
You feel so old.
It's unbelievable. 25 years ago. Okay, so now, you've done a lot over the years. What are you focused on now? Why are we here today? What are we talking about?
Well, today we're talking about deal flow in the high-tech space primarily. I'm currently the chairman of Zedge, which is a mobile application. We're primarily used for cell phone personalization. We're moving into a marketplace atmosphere. We do ringtones, wallpapers, widgets, icons. We have about 40 million monthly active users, but we're always looking to grow. But
B2B though, right? It's not a consumer. Is it a consumer thing?
No, it's a consumer app. But now we're looking for more content. looking for artists and content developers to put their content on their platform.
Interesting. Fine. That's one thing. Today we're here talking about deal flow in Israel because why? What's your deal? What's next?
We're looking to establish a fund to deploy capital, and you could call it high risk. I think sound risk, but with high reward. Primarily into the tech space in Israel, although we're agnostic in terms of whereabout in the tech space. We like things where there's a good team behind it, there's a good group of people behind it. Technology is obviously important, but technology doesn't answer all the questions. It's really about the people that bring the technology together.
Absolutely well said. Let me just say one thing. When I talk to entrepreneurs, when I talk to whoever really, first question I ask is a differentiator. And I'm going to say right now that in terms of this fund and this capital that you're looking to deploy, there are so many differentiators, it's not even funny. Number one, you're looking to deploy relatively significant capital. You're not looking to deploy $200,000. You could write big checks, number one. Number two, you're willing to be the first money in. Number three, you're willing to lead rounds. Number four, maybe the most important, you have access to everyone. Once you write a check and help a company, you can get them in front of, name some companies that are in your Rolodex.
We have relationships with every telecom on the planet. We have relationships with much of the growing tech industry. We have existing relationships with Google, Facebook, Apple. We've worked with them in the past. We continue to work with them. We have relationships with banks. We have relationships with Comcast, Time Warner.
You tell me you don't have relationships with? I'm just kidding. All right, so listen, the bottom line is like this. You're an entrepreneur, early stage, that is looking to raise some capital that is extremely strategic and extremely, value add. I don't want people to bombard you. Send me your deck. I'll pass it on. Of course, I'll do some initial filtering. I'm not going to send you stuff that I don't think are good. But send me your deck. You know how to contact me. I'll pass it on. That's the pitch. It's agnostic. There's except for the shady, industries. There's nothing you won't invest in. You'll invest in enterprise. You'll invest in cyber. You'll invest in hardware. You'll invest in software. Correct? All of that.
Absolutely.
Completely agnostic.
Completely agnostic.
It's awesome.
But it's all about the people.
All right. Let me ask you a question. And again, if the answer is no, we'll edit it out. Is this fund or this entity have a website?
No.
No. Is that on purpose? Are you going to have a website? You want to keep it?
No, I want it to be small.
Love
I want it to be nimble.
Okay.
I don't want to have any mission statement which I have to abide by on all.
Love it. Oh, one more differentiator that we forgot to mention is how fast can you move?
Very quickly.
Meaning there's no committee here. You see something you like, you deploy capital.
Basically.
Send me your decks if you're an early stage entrepreneur that thinks you can make an impact on our world, and I will pass it on to Mishi. This was, by the way, we should not wait another 25 years for our next meeting. Next time, please do not do this salmon garbage. You like real food?
Absolutely.
Are you a Mika? You steak? Is that a joke? Like
I don't eat anything that didn't have parents. That's for all the vegans out there.
All right, so you're a big. All right, so we're gonna do steak next time. Medium rare, medium heat.
Medium rare.
Beautiful. We're going to be good friends. We'll continue the conversation. You can expect a whole bunch of decks coming your way, a lot of deal flow. And it's great. I think you're, based on everything that we've said till now in terms of your differentiators, potentially there's a lot of money to be made here for both the entrepreneur and for the fund.
I'd like to work with entrepreneurs. I like entrepreneurs. I grew up with entrepreneurs. And I think that they may be underappreciated.
Oh, you had me at hello. That is so true. All right, you're going to let me know how I can help in any way, and I'm looking forward to doing good stuff together.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Made it to the beautiful Jaffa for I-24 News. I actually forgot my blazer today, which I need for TV. Guess I'll have to get a blazer when I get to I-24. But before I go to the studio, as always, look how beautiful this city is. Check this out. Pretty beautiful. Heading down to the studio, 3 stories this week are Skype updating its app to include all kinds of new features like recording, HD video, and other things. Slack buying a company to increase developer and companies and teams' productivity. And Amazon announcing its best Prime Day ever. Got me a jacket. Going live in 8 minutes. Are we miking up? Mic up inside. Smart woman. Very smart woman. Why? Because there's air conditioning inside and it's freaking hot in the studio.
Amazon Prime Day is a success despite some technical snafus, and Skype 8.0. Hello, Fold here with more, and of course, Looking stylish as ever. Hello,
Yeah.
do you love coming every week so I can comment on how handsome you look?
Of course. And this is new swag from the new Apple office. How do you like that? New Apple headquarters.
Fantastic. All right, so what do we got today?
What do we got today? Well, where are we starting? With Amazon?
Slack acquires missions.
Slack acquires missions. Slack is one of the hottest companies in the enterprise space. Teams are using it across the world to communicate better. If you think about the way you communicate with any team, you're using Skype and Dropbox and Google Drive and WhatsApp and all these different things. Slack kind of streamlines the whole process. And now they acquired a team called Missions, which will enable people to create tools within Slack and increase their productivity. Even Amazon has technical glitches, but despite the technical glitches, I don't know if you went shopping yesterday on Amazon.
I'm going to the States, and I already ordered things in my mom's mailbox. I'm like, order it on the 16th. It's Amazon Day. They were some technical glitches, but despite that, Amazon announced, and there was some, backup that they're telling the truth. It was the best Prime Day they've ever had in terms of sales, and people spent hours more yesterday on Amazon than previous years. They're making. Think about it. Amazon in general, by the way, an incredible company. I mean, this company hasn't generated one dime of profit. Despite that, though, they have complete market dominance. So, yeah, it's incredible. It's kind of long overdue. What's taking you so long? And there's a reason they stopped growing. Can they catch up? I mean, do you think it's kind of like
they were growing,
Skype is not going to have the market dominance it used to have?
I don't think so. They were growing like crazy, and they kind of stopped growing completely. I'm not sure that they can get catch up because there are so many different Google and Apple, and everyone's doing it. Facebook.
WhatsApp. I mean, it's
exactly
Facebook Messenger.
Yet to see. Microsoft kind of messed up that.
Yeah. Okay, no one's perfect.
We done. Wait, so you're not here?
Better photographer than you.
Oh, you are hurting my ego. You're hurting my ego. What's your name, mister?
Daniel.
Daniel. Wait, are you gone next week, Emily?
Yeah.
That's it. You're not here next week?
I'm not here.
Oh no. So I'll see you in 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Awesome. See you then. Enjoy your vacation. Bye-bye. Just got an email from Google that they will be flying me out to Mountain View for the Google Developer Expert Summit in November. And in October, a couple of weeks before that, I'm also heading to California for a conference. So as always, somehow my trips come out one right after the other. Incredible. In addition, it looks like I'll be traveling to Europe. Unclear where next April. That's in a while. For now, calling it a day. Tomorrow's gonna be a pretty interesting one. See you then.